Smart glasses for seniors sound like science fiction, but the right pair can read your mail out loud, remember where you left your keys, and quietly hand you a stranger's name before things get awkward. This is the exact setup that changes everything for older adults, walked through step by step with no tech degree required. Start with what these things even are, because the words smart glasses make a lot of people picture some clunky spaceman helmet that'd look ridiculous at the grocery store. The reality is a whole lot simpler. They look like an ordinary pair of glasses, the kind anyone would wear anyway, except tucked into the frames, there's a tiny camera, some little speakers near the ears, and a set of microphones that listen when you talk to them. There's no screen floating in front of the eyeball, nothing beaming into the brain, none of that science fiction nonsense. You just wear them like normal spectacles. The magic is that little camera can see what you're looking at, and the built-in assistant, the same kind of artificial intelligence folks have been hearing about on the news, can tell you about it out loud. You talk to it, it talks back through the speakers only you can really hear. That's the whole trick. Once it clicks that it's really just a camera, a speaker, and a helper that can see and talk, the fear tends to melt right off. Researchers looking into this technology for older adults keep landing on the same idea, that the point isn't fancy gadgetry for its own sake. It's helping people stay active, independent, and connected as the years add up. So before writing this off, give it the next few minutes, because what this simple little setup can do for someone in their 70s or 80s genuinely surprises people. Here's the feature that sells most people, and it's likely the one that matters most to a lot of seniors. When eyes aren't what they used to be, small print on a pill bottle might as well be written in ancient Greek, and restaurant menus lit by a single sad candle are a lost cause. With these glasses, you just look at whatever you're struggling to read and say, "Hey, read this to me." A second later, a calm voice reads the whole thing right into your ear. The prescription label, the ingredients on a soup can, a handwritten note from a daughter, the tiny fine print on a bill that probably shouldn't be ignored. For folks dealing with macular degeneration, cataracts, or just the plain old fact that eyes wear out, this is a game changer. Sight loss charities have started pointing to exactly this kind of tool as a real help for people living with vision loss, and it's easy to see why. There's no fumbling for a magnifying glass or asking a stranger for help. You just look and listen. People use it to read street signs they can't make out, to check expiration dates while squinting into the fridge, and to finally read greeting cards without holding them at arm's length like they're fending off a vampire. It won't fix anyone's vision, and it's worth being honest about that. But it gives back a big chunk of the independence that fading eyesight quietly steals. And independence later in life is worth its weight in gold. Now for the ears, because for a lot of seniors, the world has been slowly turning its volume down for years. These glasses aren't hearing aids, and it's worth being straight about that so nobody buys them expecting a miracle. But those little speakers sit right by the ears, and when the assistant talks, or when you take a phone call through them, the sound comes in clear and close without cramming anything into the ear canal. The real help for many is that out and about and unable to quite catch what a sign says or what's going on nearby, you can quietly ask the glasses and get an answer spoken plainly right where it's easiest to hear. Some folks pair them with a phone to take calls hands-free, which beats holding a slippery phone up to the head while carrying groceries. The speakers are what they call open ear, meaning they don't block out the world, so you still hear the grandkids, the doorbell, and that car coming down the street. For fading hearing, this won't replace a proper audiologist, but as one more little tool in the bag, it earns its keep. Every bit of clarity helps when the world has gotten quieter than it used to be. Here's one that makes people feel like the future finally showed up. Think of all the hours lost hunting for keys, glasses, a wallet, a TV remote that grew legs and walked off. For most seniors, it adds up to years by now. Well, some of these glasses can actually remember where you last saw something. You glance at where you set the keys down and say something like, "Remember I put my keys here." And later, when the mind's gone blank, you ask, "Where did I leave my keys?" And it tells you. It works because that little camera quietly took note of what you were looking at when you asked. Now, it's not perfect, and it won't find the keys the cat knocked behind the couch, but for the everyday, "Where on earth did I set that down?" moments, it's a small miracle. People use it for the reading glasses, for where they parked at the shopping center, for which cabinet the good scissors got stashed in. As the years go on, the little forgetful moments pile up, and there's no shame in that. It happens to everyone. Having a patient helper that never rolls its eyes at the third time you ask is a comfort a lot of folks didn't know they needed. It's like having a memory that doesn't retire when you do. Now for the one that saves a senior's dignity on a weekly basis. There's nothing quite like the cold panic of someone walking up, arms wide, thrilled to see you, while the brain serves up an absolute blank where their name should be. It happens at church, at family gatherings, at the pharmacy, everywhere. Some of the newer glasses, paired with the right assistant, can help keep track of the people in your life and jog the memory right when it's needed. It's worth being careful here, because reading strangers' faces raises real privacy questions, and the good tools only work with people you've chosen to remember, not random folks on the street. Used properly, it's like having a discreet friend leaning in to murmur, "That's Margaret from your book club." For anyone in the early stages of memory trouble, or just dealing with the normal name slipping that comes with a long life full of people, that little nudge can turn a mortifying moment into a warm one. This is the same territory where researchers have started exploring whether these glasses can support people with cognitive challenges, and the appeal is easy to see. Big get-togethers stop being something to dread, because there's no more white-knuckling through 100 half-remembered faces. It's not about replacing anyone's memory. It's about having a backup for the moments when memory takes an unscheduled coffee break. And later in life, those breaks come often. If these glasses are starting to sound like something that could help you or someone you love, do us a favor and tap that like button, because it tells YouTube that seasoned folks are figuring this stuff out just fine. On to the part that keeps a person on schedule, because for a lot of seniors, the memory needs the backup. You can tell these glasses to remind you of things, and they'll speak up right when needed. No phone to dig out, no note to lose. Remind me to take my blood pressure pill at 8. Remind me I've got the doctor Thursday at 10. And at the right moment, a gentle voice pipes up in the ear. For anyone juggling a small pharmacy's worth of medications, each with its own schedule, this is enormous. Missing a dose or doubling up by accident is a real danger as the years add up, and a reminder that follows you around beats a pill organizer that's easy to forget to look at. Beyond medicine, people use it for the little things that used to slip through the cracks. Watering the plants, calling a sister on her birthday, taking the trash out the night before pickup instead of chasing the truck down the driveway in slippers. The reminders can be spoken out loud, so even without looking at a screen, you hear them. It's like having a thoughtful assistant whose entire job is making sure the important things don't fall off the edge of the day. And when the days start blending together the way they do in retirement, having something keep the threads straight is a quiet kind of relief. Here's where these glasses stop being a novelty and start being a companion out in the world. Picture an unfamiliar place, a big hospital, a sprawling parking lot, a new part of town, and that flutter of being turned around. You can ask the glasses for directions and hear them spoken step by step while keeping your head up and hands free. Even better, you can ask it to simply describe what's in front of you, which is a lifeline for anyone whose vision has gotten unreliable. What am I looking at? And it'll tell you there's a crosswalk ahead, a set of stairs to the right, a sign pointing toward the exit. For a lot of seniors, the fear of getting lost or missing a hazard is what keeps them home more than they'd like. Having a calm voice that can see and answer takes some of that fear off the table. People ask it what color a shirt is while getting dressed, whether the stove light is on before leaving the house, which bus is pulling up to the stop. None of these are dramatic, superhero moments. They're just 100 small reassurances stacked up into something that feels like confidence. And confidence, once the world starts to shrink a little, is exactly what gets it to open back up. Here's the feature that does the most for the heart, not just the errands. Later in life, the hardest part isn't always the aches or the forgetfulness. It's the quiet, the way the house empties out and the phone rings less than it used to. Some of these glasses let you make a video call hands-free. And here's the part that surprises people. Because the camera is looking out from your own eyes, the person on the other end sees exactly what you see. A granddaughter 3 states away can call, and you can show her the garden, walk her through the tomatoes you're fussing over, let her see the bird visiting the feeder, all without juggling a phone and tripping over the hose. She feels like she's right there beside you instead of watching a wobbly video of a chin. For anyone who can't get out much, or who's lost a spouse and rattles around a too quiet house, that kind of connection is worth more than any spec sheet. A daughter can guide a parent through a tricky recipe while watching their hands. A grandkid can help spot which remote goes to which gadget, all through these glasses. Loneliness is one of the real quiet dangers of getting older, and anything that shrinks the distance between a person and the people they love is doing serious work. It's not just a gadget, it's a window back into the lives of the folks who matter. Now stitch it all together into an ordinary day with these on, so it's easy to picture how it actually feels instead of just a list of features. The morning starts and a soft voice reminds a senior to take the heart pill with breakfast, so that's handled before the coffee's even poured. They look at the newspaper and ask it to read an article their eyes don't want to fight with today. Heading out, they ask where they parked yesterday because they genuinely have no idea, and it says the far corner by the garden center. At the pharmacy, a woman greets them like an old friend, and a quiet nudge reminds them she's Dorothy from the senior center, saving them from that awful blank stare. They hold up 2 soup cans they can't read and ask which one's the low sodium, and it tells them straight away. On the walk home, they ask for directions through an unfamiliar shortcut and keep their head up the whole way. Back inside, a grandkid video calls and gets the full tour of the day's tomatoes. None of it is dramatic. It's just a steady drumbeat of small helps, and by evening, those small helps add up to a day handled with a little more ease and a lot more dignity than the day before. Practical part, because this is what folks worry about the most, and the good news is it's easier than programming an old VCR ever was. When the glasses arrive, you charge them up, usually by setting them in their case, and you download one app onto a phone. The app walks you through connecting the glasses to the phone, which they call pairing, and it's mostly just tapping a button that says connect and waiting a moment for it to say hello. Inside that app is where you turn on the features covered here. The reading help, the reminders, the memory bits, all with simple little switches. If a switch is off, that feature just sleeps until it's wanted. Flip it on and it wakes up. The honest advice is to turn things on one at a time and get comfortable with each before adding the next, so nothing gets overwhelming. And here's the beautiful part. Nothing you said is permanent. Too loud a voice? Change it. Reminders nagging too much? Change that too. You go into that app and adjust things like a thermostat until it all feels just right. Getting stuck is no cause for shame, and handing the phone to a grandkid for 5 minutes is always an option, but most seniors can do more of this themselves than they'd think. Nobody gets this far in life by giving up at the first confusing button. Before anyone runs off to buy a pair, here's the honest conversation the excited tech videos tend to skip. First, privacy. These glasses have a camera, and that means being thoughtful about it. The good ones show a little light when they're recording so people nearby know, and you get to decide what's remembered and what's forgotten right there in the settings. Take a minute to glance at what's being shared and with whom, the same way you'd check who's got a key to the house. Second, the cost. Depending on the brand and the features, a pair generally runs somewhere in the few $100 range, which isn't nothing, so it's worth weighing against how much genuine help it'll bring to daily life. And third, keep both feet on the ground. These are not a cure for vision loss, hearing loss, or memory trouble, and any video promising a miracle is selling a bridge. Even the researchers who are genuinely excited about this technology are careful to call it early days, a promising helper rather than a finished solution. What they are is a clever set of tools that can hand back real slices of independence, dignity, and confidence. For some seniors, that'll be life-changing. For others, it might be a nice-to-have they can skip. Only the person can judge which. But knowing the full picture, the good and the limits both, is how anyone makes a smart choice instead of an impulsive one. And making smart choices with money and health is something older adults have had decades of practice at. So that's the whole setup that genuinely changes how a senior gets through the day, from reading the mail to remembering Dorothy from the senior center. Got a question about any of this? Or a feature you'd love to know more about? Drop it in the comments below, because everyone gets read. And if you know somebody over 60 who's been nervous about this AI business, share this video with them, because everybody's in this together, figuring out how to make technology work for us instead of against us. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and ring that bell for more no-nonsense tech help made for folks who didn't grow up glued to a screen. Now go take a look at the world with a little help. Thanks for watching, and see you in the next one.